Alright, here it is, your beautiful Cadillac CT5. Alright, so on the back trunk, there's a little rubber deal here that opens up your trunk. It's got a huge trunk on it. Keyless entry. There's a little deal right behind there, so if you have your keys in your pocket or in your purse, that'll let you open up your trunk or your vehicle without pulling the keys out. You do have a trunk release, so your remote start is lock the door, hit this twice, and it'll start up. You can also shut it off that way. There's a trunk release right there. Got my hands full here. Trunk release right here. Your memory seats, once you set them, can you see that? So once you get your mirrors and your seat and your once you get your seat and your mirrors set, you push set, it'll beep once, and then hit that one and it'll beep twice. Okay. Steering wheel deal is here. You can go down, up, however you want. Another trunk release right here. You have heated steering wheel, which I love the heated steering wheel. You guys got to take advantage of this stuff. Heated steering wheel is wonderful. Heat your steering wheel. Heated seats, you just push that once and it goes 3, and then you can back it off. This is your cooled seats, which those are pretty nice too. Okay, so this is your demo mode, so you got to push on start to get out of that mode, which I'll get you signed up here in a minute. Your navigation, you can set up, put in your current location. You can hit that and go to your fuel, and it'll tell you all your fuel stations in the area, which is just getting set up. There. Okay, so fuel, all fuel stations, and then it'll list them, and it'll have the price of gas next to it too, so that's kind of cool. And then the one you want, say you just hit the Shell station and then hit go, and it will take you right to it. So if you're out of town or whatever, that's kind of cool. You have your settings here. Okay, so you've got a bunch of safety features on here. If you go to vehicle, collision and detection, okay, you're going to have a vibrating seat. If you caused any of the alerts, if you want that changed, you just hit that and then go to beeping instead, but I'll leave it on that because that's kind of factory. You've got forward collision, so if you're going to run into somebody, it will apply the brakes. It won't stop you probably, but it will slow you down so you don't do yourself quite so much damage. You've got front pedestrian, which if somebody's walking in front of you, it will slow you down. You've got lane change alert, which basically you've got your blind spot little vehicles there that will light up in your, if you've got somebody in your back corner. But if you're in the interstate and you put on your blinker to change lanes and somebody is coming about 30 yards back up on you pretty quick, it's going to let you know not to go into that lane. There's a little car that shows up. And then you've got rear cross traffic, okay? That is when you're backing up at Walmart, and it will let you know somebody's coming 60 feet either way. So your mode select is this button here. I'm going to change it to show you. You can design your own mode. You can go tour, sport, or snow and ice. So if you want it all-wheel drive all the time, you put it on snow and ice. Otherwise, I'd leave it at tour. You'll get your best gas mileage. Heated steering wheel. This is your forward collision. Gap adjust. You've got paddle shifters, which you probably don't want to use. Your lights are already on auto. That's a good thing. And then this is your windshield wiper. All the way up is fast. One down is slow. And then one more down is your intermittent, which you can control it by that right there. Okay? Good deal. All right. So that's how you control your, and now you go to vehicle or settings, vehicle, and then your collision. Okay? Your apps are Apple Art, all that stuff, and then your system, like time and date. You want to reset your clock, you can do that. Set time, which it automatically does it as that up there, so you don't really want to mess with that. So it does all that for you. Pair your phone. You basically turn on your Bluetooth on your phone, add phone, and then it'll show up on your system as My Cadillac. Hit that, and then it'll come up with a number on both, and it will let you pair your phone. Your house button is right here, and that kind of sets up your whole deal. That gives your screen back up. You do have a cell phone charger, and these work about on 90% of the phones. Okay, so your heat and air. This is how you turn it on. To make it hotter, you move it up. You've got dual heat and air. If you want it on auto, which it is, once it hits 81 degrees, it'll quit blowing the fan. This one, so you've got dual heat and air. If you put it on sync, the only way to get it out of sync is to hit the passenger side. Okay. If you do this side, it's going to keep them both the same, but if you do the passenger side, it'll take it out of sync. That's your rear defroster, your front defroster. Recirculate, basically, if it's 110 degrees out and you are drawing air from outside, it's going to take longer to cool. So if you hit this button here, it will just take the air that's already in the car and recirculate it and do a better job. Okay, so that is, you got AM, FM, Sirius. That's how you tune it. If you find, okay, let's see, if you're country fans, let's do this. I put it on 93.3. So you got it on 93.3. Hit this button and it saves it. So those are your saved channels, which if you go through right here, it's going to change to your favorite stations. Okay? Once you get them saved on there. You've got a great sound system in this vehicle. If you hit sound, I would keep it in center point or driver. Those are the two that I like the best. Okay. So this here is just another way to control your radio and stuff. Right down here, this turns your volume. If you want to mute it, basically hit that button right there, or hit this button right here and it will mute it. Okay. This is your radio. This is your radio. This is your navigation here. This takes you back out of your system, and that's your phone. So this here will take you through all sorts of stuff. Now it does not work on this screen. Okay, there you go. So if you want to go to your radio, so let's say you go back. So see how I'm turning this knob? Those are going to different things. You can basically do it from right here. Android phone, navigation, and it'll take you right through the system, okay? And then you can go back. As far as your shifter, there's a little side button right here. You got to push that in and pull it back, and it goes to drive. Push that in and bring it forward, and it'll go in reverse. And then there's your camera. It's a good camera. Take it back to there, or if you want to put it in park, just put it in park right there. You've got drink trays here, right there. Your side door here is right here to open this up, and then you've got pretty decent space here. You can put something here, and you can pull that out if you want. There's a lot of stuff on here, kids, just saying. Okay, up here, so that opens up your thing, and I know you don't want to use that, so we'll close that, but that does. And then this opens up your window, and this tilts it. Garage door opener. So if you've got a clicker, you hold the clicker and hold the number 1 button. See how that's blinking slowly? When it hooks with the clicker, it'll start blinking really rapidly. Okay, your OnStar's right here, your lights are here, you just push them. Okay, and I think that's about all I got.